Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
This is very, very interesting. I just passed the checkpoint. You have to give this person your license, or at least they need to check it. And then she gave me a map of where I can and cannot fish. Holy smokes. That is a giant building. I gotta figure out where I'm going right now because I'm completely freaking lost. This is so weird. So I am currently right there. There's like a little barn where you can park at, and there's these two big lakes, Law Lake and AEC, which is kind of weird. And then there's also Sea of Evanescence. I don't know, some really weird names. Okay, so now that you guys know where I'll be fishing, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna be fishing with today. I'm bringing a bag full of some soft plastics and terminal tackle, and I've got this little tiny ice fishing kit full of some jigs, some weights and hooks. Along with that, I'm bringing one rod, a 7-foot with a 7.2 to 1 gear ratio casting reel. I'm pretty much rigged up at this point, so let's head out in the water. Everything is so overgrown. Pick the worst day to wear flip-flops. Yeah, there's no way I can get back there.
Okay, well, let's just scratch that plan. I'm gonna give the spinnerbait a rest for a bit and pitch around a creature bait.
Does that not just look amazing?
How am I gonna do this?
No, I got this. I got this. So much bait. So much bait. There's one. Oh, I had him. Oh, that was a big one. That was a big one. Did you guys see that? There's one. Got him. Oh, he's in the pads. No, he came off. That was a good one. There's one. Oh, big bass. Big, big, big bass. Oh. Well, the day's not looking too optimistic, but I'm still trying. I'm still out here grinding. In my last video, I kind of drug it on as if I was gonna catch something. I didn't end up catching something, so I wanted to save you guys the time. Just cut to the chase here and say that I am struggling right now, but I'm not giving up. I just basically walked the whole perimeter of the pond, throwing like a small little subtle creature bait. So I'm gonna switch to something bigger. I'm gonna throw this, where'd it go? I just had it. I'm gonna throw this big bluegill wake bait that a viewer actually sent me in one of my fan mail. I don't know if I unboxed it on camera or not. The individual sent me this via my P.O. box, and I'm just gonna throw it on the way back. Huge shout out to whoever sent me this. I really feel bad about not remembering his or her name, but this thing is sweet. I really wanna like focus on using what you guys send me because, I mean, what's the point of just having them, you know? I've got plenty of my own lures. I wanna use what you guys give me. And you guys are smart. You guys know better than I, so I'm gonna try this out. Actually, this looks pretty sweet. I'm gonna throw this gill around for a bit. This is the time of year to throw baits like this, like wake baits and big bluegill imitation lures. I mean, I guess since we're on the topic of fishing wake baits, and since I'm really not smoking them right now, let's just talk about how I'd use a bait like this. I actually am a huge fan of wake baits. It's one of the baits I grew up fishing. I was always afraid to throw lures that dove like too deep because I thought they'd get snagged. And you know, like 13-year-old, 14-year-old John B didn't have like a huge allowance to continue to buy crankbait. So I used baby -1s all the time and some of the bomber ones too. So I love these baits, and I got really, at least I thought I got really good at them. One good way to get bit with these baits is find a nice bank, kind of like this one, and parallel it. Oftentimes, the closer you get to the bank, the better. This is one of those baits that works really good in a time like now where the sun's starting to go down or when the sun's starting to rise. And vary your retrieve. I don't really like to reel it in straight. Really slowly reel that in, pop it, let it hit the side, let it sit there for a bit. Reel it in again, pop it, let it sit there for a bit. Like with a bait like this, you don't have to reel it in like a crankbait. Like you're not stuck with just one retrieve. In my opinion, this is more of a topwater style bait than like, you know, subsurface. It's a very versatile lure. This one especially too, just because it's so big and bulky. It's one of those baits that's gonna get bit by larger fish, big mondos. For those of you guys who don't throw wake baits yet, it's definitely something to get into. I'm kind of hoping I catch one today just to kind of prove my point, but anyway, even if I don't, definitely give it a go. Wake baits are so much fun to throw. Siri, navigate me to the nearest Taco Bell.
Starting FaceTime with Matt K, MTV.
Not what I wanted. I don't use FaceTime at all, ever. Oh my god, my days like out on these ponds are just not very good, like even aside from the fishing portion. Okay, let's try this again. Siri, nearest Taco Bell.
Starting FaceTime with Lee Means.
No, oh my god. Just FaceTime someone else I haven't talked to in probably a year. Holy smokes. Okay, I'm just gonna do what most normal people do and type in Taco Bell.
Head east on Potts Road toward Road A1.
That's better, okay. Oh my god.
So, I'm up, I'm awake, mainly because of Taco Bell, but also because I came home and I fell asleep early. I fell asleep at like, I think 10, which is ridiculous for me. Usually I fall asleep like at 3 or 2 a.m. or something like that. So, just want to touch base quickly on today's vlog because of the fact that it wasn't super amazing. It was still kind of cool fishing like a new body of water like this. Like, that place is weird. I'm not gonna lie, that place is honestly very, very strange. I want to go back, but I also want to maybe go back and learn more about it. I don't think I was fishing the right ponds. It was still a cool day. I mean, I'd rather be out fishing than inside banging on keyboards. But I continued the video here. Like, I could have just stopped it. Like, I could have just scrapped this video. I could have uploaded it I already have, but I can continue the video right here because I've been seeing this comment right here a ton. But I thought I'd just go into the background, the scenario as to why on each video I end my vlogs with keep fishing, never stop. And also kind of want to go into depth as to why I've said in the past I wish I would have never stopped fishing because it's the worst decision I've ever made. When I was a senior in high school, I was pretty lost. I didn't know where I wanted to go to college. I didn't apply to any big schools. My grades were kind of junk. I had like one place I wanted to go to, and that being Hocking College in southeastern Ohio. They had kind of this cool fish management program that I thought I would enjoy. So I decided that I'd be going to Hocking College, but in order to get there, I basically had to pay for it with my own money. It was a little daunting being that I didn't have that much money to my name. I worked a little bit beforehand as like a kennel assistant at an animal hospital, but I didn't save any money. I'd just go out and spend it on the weekends. The only really way I knew how to make money fast at the time so that I could kind of get a jump start when going into college was to sell pretty much all of my fishing equipment. I think I sold around $1,000 worth of fishing equipment, maybe a little bit less. And I basically got rid of it except like maybe 1 or 2 rods and reels. I was pretty much done with fishing. That was it. I even contemplated selling my camera. And I basically took this money to kind of just, you know, pay my first few weeks or months through college. Like, this is what I thought I wanted to do. So with that being said, I get down to college and I realize that I am extremely bored. I'm not in the position I want to be. Granted, I enjoyed my classes, but I didn't have too many friends. My social life was like non-existent. I was missing something. Like, I didn't feel like I was enjoying myself there. I almost started to second guess my choices to go into this college or college in general. I was a little bit lost, to say the least, and I didn't know what the next step was. So once I gained a grasp for college and realized that this necessarily wasn't the answer, I kind of did what I know best, and I picked up my camera again, and I thought, hey, let's just try this. I've got like, I think maybe I had like 18 or 17,000 subscribers at the time. I would not upload for weeks. Like, this is how long I would go without videos. There was times in high school I wouldn't upload for months. And I realized that like I had an audience still. I was so worried I didn't, you know, have these people watch my videos, but they were still there. So I got in the habit of uploading like once a week. And on the side, I kind of balanced school. And I found myself really enjoying the whole video production thing and incorporating fishing again. Which is funny is because that's kind of what I gave up in order to be at college, but now it was turning into me giving up on college to more focus on the video side of things. You know, fast forward to like the end of, I want to say my freshman year of of college, and things really started to look bright for me. I think I had like 30,000 subscribers or something like that. I really was getting a good grasp on things, and I loved making videos. Like, videos were awesome. I loved editing, I loved filming, I loved being out in the water and sharing the experience with you guys. Again, I'm not trying to sound sentimental here, or really lame or cheesy, but it's just the truth. I really liked doing what I was doing. You should hold on to some portion of what you enjoy in life, whatever it may be, whether it be fishing, filming, both, you know, football, table tennis, maybe going to college is your passion, your love, or maybe learning is your passion, your love. Never, ever, ever lose sight of that. I'm a true believer in sticking with what you started off with. I've been fishing since I was 4 years old. And for me to stop that at the age of 19 just seems so naive. So when I say keep fishing, never stop, I don't necessarily mean specifically fishing. I mean never stop doing whatever you love to do. Hope you guys enjoyed that explanation. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It wasn't bomb. I really thought I had something here. I drove about an hour to go to Fermilab today, and I really thought I could figure something out, being that there's like smallmouth, walleye, and bass there. But unfortunately, fishing just doesn't always work out, folks. As always, keep fishing, never stop. Fermilab security just stared me down for going in the one way. Oh my god. Okay. Google Maps told me to turn into a do not enter one way. So that's not my fault.